BlackRock's IBIT records first net outflows since May as market fails to gain momentum. Bitcoin BlackRock ETF. Other major Bitcoin ETFs also experienced outflows. Last updated August 30th, 2024 at 10:03 GMT. 3. Author Ruholamin Haqshanas. Ruholamin Haqshanas. About author Ruholamin Haqshanas is a contributing crypto writer for Cryptonews. He is a crypto and finance journalist with over 4 years of experience. Ruholamin has been featured in several high-profile crypto. Author, profile share, copy last updated August 30th, 2024 at 1:03 GMT. 3. Why trust Cryptonews? With over a decade of crypto coverage, Cryptonews delivers authoritative insights you can rely on. Our veteran team of journalists and analysts combines in-depth market knowledge with hands-on testing of blockchain technologies. We maintain strict editorial standards, ensuring factual accuracy and impartial reporting on both established cryptocurrencies and emerging projects. Our long-standing presence in the industry and commitment to quality journalism make Cryptonews a trusted source in the dynamic world of digital assets. Read more about Cryptonews. U.S. spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs saw $71.73 million in net outflows on Thursday, marking the third consecutive day of declines. BlackRock's IBIT, the largest spot Bitcoin ETF by net assets, recorded its first net outflows since May 1, with $13.51 million exiting the fund, according to data from SoSoValue. Other major Bitcoin ETFs also experienced outflows. Grayscale's GBTC saw $22.68 million withdrawn, while Fidelity's FBTC registered $31.11 million in outflows. Bitwise's BITB and Valkyrie's Burr reported outflows of $8.09 million and $1.68 million, respectively. ARK 21 shares RKBC inflows. However, not all funds were in the red. ARK 21 shares RKB managed to buck the trend with net inflows of 5.3%, $4 million. Trading volumes for the 12 spot Bitcoin ETFs also took a hit, dropping to $1.64 billion on Thursday, down from $2.18 billion the previous day. Spot Ethereum ETFs mirrored the negative sentiment with $1.7 million in net outflows on Thursday after a brief period of inflows. The Grayscale Ethereum Trust ETF led the outflows with $5.35 million, partially offset by net inflows of $3.57 million into the Grayscale Ethereum Mini Trust ETH. The remaining 7 Ethereum funds saw no movement. Total trading volume for the 9 spot Ethereum ETFs fell to $95.91 million on Thursday, down from $151.57 million on week. The net outflows in ETH ETFs came after the fund saw a net inflow of $5.8 million on Wednesday, marking the first positive movement after 9 consecutive days of net outflows. The outflows came as Bitcoin and Ethereum prices saw slight declines, with Bitcoin edging down 0.3% to approximately $58,984 and Ethereum slipping 0.29% to around $516. Spot Ether ETFs was expected to perform poorly. Ether spot ETFs have struggled with net outflows since their U.S. launch last month. In contrast to spot Bitcoin ETFs, according to a JP Morgan research report released on Wednesday, Ether ETFs began trading on July 23, approximately 6 months after the launch of Bitcoin. Funds. In the first 5 weeks following each launch, Ether ETFs experienced around $500 million in net outflows, while Bitcoin ETFs saw inflows exceeding $5 billion, JP Morgan's analyst noted. The bank attributed the weak performance of Ether ETFs to Bitcoin's first mover advantage, the absence of staking options, and lower liquidity, which made Ether ETFs less attractive to institutional investors. However, what came as a surprise was the $2.5 billion in outflows from Grayscale's Ethereum Trust ETF. JP Morgan had anticipated about $1 billion in outflows as the trust transitioned from a closed-end fund to a spot ETF. To mitigate the outflows from ETH, Grayscale introduced a mini Ether ETF, but this fund only managed to attract $200 million in inflows. JP Morgan's team, led by Nikolaos Penegirtsoglu, suggested that the weaker demand for Ether ETFs compared to Bitcoin is driving increased interest in a combined ETF offering exposure to both assets. The report also highlighted that institutional and retail ownership of spot Bitcoin ETFs remain largely unchanged from the first quarter, with retail investors holding about 80%. Follow us on Google News.